Hello and welcome to unboxing for Universal Yums for November 2020. So we got the same situation as last month where, as you can see from the box, it does not have the little uh, tag on the side telling you a hint as to where it's from. So what I did, knowing that last time it came inside the box as a little sticker, I kind of like stuck my hand in the box and felt around to see if I could find the sticker, and I found it. So I don't know what's in the box yet. I don't know where it's from, but I managed to get the sticker. So I didn't even reveal the sticker to myself yet. So, oh, well, that's kind of like pretty obvious where it's from this month. But so this is the sticker. That's kind of clear with it being the white on pink. Yeah, I can't quite see that. So I'll just read what it says. Greetings from Italy, birthplace of the world's most valuable painting. And we have a picture of the Mona Lisa eating some chocolate. So, Italy apparently is where it's from, so no surprise there in this one, I'm afraid. So let's see what's in here. Right. So, that looks not quite. I was going to say, that looks well, but maybe not. Alright, so we have our little map of Italy. And like a lot of the other ones, it just kind of gives you some hints as to, or not hints, but basically explanations as to where some of the stuff is from, along with some of the more well-known places like Rome and Naples, Venice, things like that. On the back we have our scorecard, our team rating, we have some suggestions, like if you like these things, you might like these things, and then to vote on an upcoming box. And as you can tell, maybe, behind the box right now, one of the cats is playing with the screen. So, unfortunately, somebody decided to come say hi. Hello, Oscar. Can you leave the screen alone, please? Stay. Hi. Can you leave it alone? Alright, we have vote on an upcoming box. So we have three choices for our upcoming box. We have New Zealand, Indonesia, or Australia. So I know Australia has very similar things to England and US. So, and I know New Zealand's pretty close to it. So while I would be okay if I got either of those, I'm not expecting to get anything like unique or new from them. So I think my choice for those would probably be Indonesia, because I think that might be a little bit more unusual stuff. Now, saying that, I believe Australia has something called, I think they're called Tim Tams, which are very similar to penguins that were one of my favorite snacks in England. So, if we get Australia, maybe we'll get some Tim Tams. Alright, so anyway, so there's the map thing. Alright, what else do we have here? We have a little slip about giving Universal Yums for holiday gift. Again, I will put a link to subscribe if anybody's interested in signing up for Universal Yums below. And then we have our little brochure. So again, I'll just skim through real quick. So we have trivia. We have recipe for a unique fettuccine with chocolate and sage butter. Now, typically, fettuccine is paired with Alfredo, and I am not big on white-based sauces. So fettuccine Alfredo is not one of my favorites. Trying to see if I can tell what sort of sauce this actually has. It actually doesn't look like there is much of a sauce to it, so I might be tempted to try that one actually. So the only ingredient that is in there that I'm not super enthusiastic about is the Parmesan. So I don't mind little bits of Parmesan flavor, but Parmesan itself I'm not super fond of. So, that's got a cup of, third of a cup of grated Parmesan on the top. So, I may just give that one a shot. But the chocolate is actually kind of interesting because I've made chili before that's had chocolate in it, and that was actually really good and really surprising because I wasn't expecting that to be good. So, so we got some basic stuffs. Apparently, despite loving pizza, locals use the expression "Shea pizza," meaning what a pizza, to say how boring. Trivia. Explanation of the snacks. Let's skim over that so I don't get any spoilers. Taste of local breakfast. You won't find locals eating bacon and eggs. It's all about cookies and biscuits for breakfast. Yep, that's very much like England. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that because England is kind of known for having its full English breakfast, which is like bacon, eggs, sausage, tomato, beans, a potato side, blood pudding, and yeah, all sorts of stuff. It's like a huge thing, and I actually missed that. Caprese, no. And then get to know the pasta. So I got a little thing here telling you about all the different pastas. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So there's that. All right. So first out, we have a Miller Gusta Pizza snack. I'm assuming this is pizza flavored snacks. See if there is any English in here. I'm not seeing anything specifically that is saying anything about that. But since is the one word I can make out on the front, and I do see it on the back mixed in with some more language too, I'm guessing these are pizza flavored snacks. So show that again. So I believe these are pizza flavored snacks. Alright, next up we have some more Amica chips. So this seems to be a common brand here. El Dorado Al Gusto Rosmarino. I can't tell what that says. Più Spessa Agustua? Senza gluten. I wonder if that means gluten-free. Not that I'm gluten-free, but just guessing that might be what that translates to. Potato chips. Again, otherwise nothing. So I'm going to check this one in the book. And actually, I'm going to double check the first one just to make sure, because ultimately, I want, we can reveal what they are, so we may as well actually know what they are. So these are. Oh, well, not that one. Fresh rosemary potato chips. Interesting. So I have used rosemary in dishes. Actually, I think mostly Italian dishes. One of the herbs I use when I make Italian meals. So I think I'll probably like those. Double check the other ones, and the other ones are Italian pizza rings. Yep. So fantastic. All right. Next up, we have this one. Is Toasto Croccanti Bruschettine dal Sapore Fresco El Delicioso. I'm guessing that word means delicious. Crunchy, delicious, and fine tasting bruschetta. Pomodoro, oregano, tomato, and oregano. So, tomato and oregano bruschetta. So, not sure if I've ever had bruschetta. Feels kind of crunchy. So maybe kind of almost like crouton-like. So not a big fan of croutons. So yeah, kind of apprehensive on that one. Alright, next up is Frosty Pepe and Speck. Golden oven-baked crusty with pepper, speck ham, and extra virgin olive oil. Now this one looks very much like croutons. So again, not super enthusiastic about this one. Rediscover the fragrance of bread in the golden crusty line. Small rounded baked bread toast with extra virgin olive oil. So yeah. Again, apprehensive on that one. Right, next up we have Amarettini crisp almond cookies. So a small packet of cookies. So I'm kind of mixed when it comes to cookies. Like for the most part, I prefer soft cookies, and I make some cookies that like everyone has told me are absolutely fantastic. I can't take like too much credit for them because the recipe was given to me by someone else, but they are really good and they are soft baked. But saying that, there are some like more crunchy cookies that I like as long as they've got a large percentage of chocolate in them. So a crisp cookie that doesn't have chocolate in it, I'm not sure. But then again, looking at the picture of this, that picture looks somewhat similar to the cinnamon cookie that I got a couple of months back that I really enjoyed and was really surprised. But then there's also the fact that it's almond flavor. Now, actually, that's not fair. No, I do like almond flavor. I'm just not big on almonds themselves because a lot of Indian dishes use almond, like ground almonds, to thicken, and it does add a nice flavor to it. So, flavor-wise, I think I'll be okay with them. I think more than anything, it's the crisp, and if the crisp ends up being like the cinnamon cookies, I'm probably gonna like those. So I'm gonna say that's probably gonna be a yes. Alright, next up, another pack of chips. Ketchups, Mika chips, ketchup potato chips, yeah! Alright, so, I know I mentioned this one, I think it was either last month or the month before, where we had the tomato chips. In England, we have ketchup chips, and I like ketchup chips. So, I'm looking forward to that one because I haven't had ketchup chips since I was in England, which... Well, actually, no. I mean, yes, it's since I was in England, but not since the last time I was in England, so... Basically when I last lived in England, so that means at this point over 18 years since I've had ketchup chips. So looking forward to having some of those again. Alright, now we have Alfredo's potato chips truffle. So I am actually not 100% sure what truffle is. So I have been to some restaurants where they have truffle sprinkled on fries, and I don't know if I necessarily could detect the flavor so much as to what it was. I mean, the picture of the truffle on here, I mean, it kind of looks like a bowl with kind of ridged edges, and the inside of it kind of almost looks mushroom-like. So not huge on mushrooms. But I honestly don't know. So that one I have to say is very that I couldn't say yes or no because I'm not sure. So that one's another one that there's quite a few that's going to be somewhat more unique and different. So and I like that. I like trying different things. That's one of the things I actually enjoy about doing this is finding a new thing that kind of shocks you sort of thing. All right, so we got a big box here of Taralli al Finocchio. Senza conservanti. I'm guessing that means no conservatives. Senza rivito e senza sulfiti. So that means no. I think at this point I've gathered that senza means does not include or is no or something like that. Nuova Rosetta. So far, not finding much on here, so I'll show that here real quick. So they look kind of almost like the potato onion ring things again, although they seem maybe a little bit more solid, so maybe more bread-like or bakery product. Sulfites and yeast-free ingredients. May contain traces of soy and sesame, but otherwise no real explanation for what that one is. So let me pull out the handy guide again and find out what that one actually is. This is fennel seed taralli, Italy's famous snack with a fennel twist. To kick off a traditional Italian meal, you start with an aperitivo. Guests gather to share a light conversation, a glass or two of wine, and a few handfuls of snacks meant to whet their appetites for more substantial courses to come. These crispal, fennel-infused taralli are a delicious example. Okay, so I've had fennel before in sausage. So sausage, typically the sausage that you get on pizza has fennel in it. I don't mind the flavor that fennel gives to sausage, but there's times when you end up getting a fennel kernel, or I don't know what they're referred to, but the seed of the fennel stuck in your teeth afterwards, and you end up just tasting the fennel directly. Yeah. And again, this being more of a bread-like thing, I'm thinking again it's going to be somewhat more like a crouton, so I'm not super enthusiastic about that one, unfortunately. Alright, next one, we have Canister Biscotti del Sacello Fine Pastissieri Liguere Senza Olio di Palma. And the one English thing on the back that I see is egg yolk cookies. That sounds really good. And the picture that I think you can kind of see that there looks very similar to a shortbread cookie that we have in England. So I'm looking forward to that one. I like my shortbread cookies. Actually, what was I watching the other day? I think it was one of the Batwoman episodes, and one of the characters was eating my favorite shortbread cookies. The Walkers, like they're about this thick, about this long, and like she was eating one of those. I'm like, I know what that cookie is, and so yeah, I like shortbread cookies. All right, we have Carolini, limone, e pepe. Now, I am not very good at other languages, but some words are similar enough, or I know them from other languages. So I believe limone is lemon, and I believe pepe is pepper. And judging by the picture, I do see lemons on the picture, and I'm assuming those are pepper kernels, or whatever, peppercorns? I think they're all peppercorns. Although this does say bakery product, and in fact, looking at the picture, it actually looks very much like the other ones I had a minute ago. So not super enthusiastic about the type of snack, because again, it's that crouton-esque thing, I believe. But flavor-wise, lemon and pepper, I'm actually interested on that one. So of the crouton-esque ones that I've seen so far, this is probably the one I'm most interested in trying. Alright, next up we have Nero Extra Fondente con Scorzetti di Limone e Cristalli. Okay, so lemon, and I do see a picture of lemon on here too. So we have really not focused. Focus camera. Focus. Lemon. This feels, I do kind of see what looks like potentially a little bit of a chocolate thing there. And actually right next to that, you can see that one, that's a 70% cacao, which is usually one of the ratings that they give to dark chocolate, is what percentage of it is cacao. So I'm assuming this is a dark chocolate bar. Dark chocolate and lemon. Oh yeah, there we go. Dark chocolate bar with lemon zest and ginger crystals. Lemon and ginger chocolate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. It's a really small bar. It's like I'm not big on the sweet stuff. I usually do for the savory stuff. But I get like a small bar of chocolate. I'm like, can't I have more, please? All right. Anyway, next up we have another small bar. Chocolate again. Nocciolato Novi Chocolate Passion since 1903. Chocolate bar with Italian hazelnuts. Ooh. Chocolate and hazelnut is one of my favorite combinations. Now, I don't necessarily like eating nuts in general, any nut, regardless of whether or not I like the flavor of it. So this is going to depend largely on whether or not there's actual nuts in it, or it's just nut flavor. So if you think of something like Nutella, Nutella is hazelnut flavored chocolate cream, basically. I love Nutella. But like we have a chocolate bar in England called Cadbury's Fruit and Nut, which has nuts in the chocolate. And I'm not so fond of it because, again, it's got the actual solid nuts in there. So, although saying that, we do also have Roses and Quality Street in England, and one of my favorite ones in that is the hazelnut and caramel that's inside of chocolate. And that is a solid hazelnut, but I do like that. That is actually my favorite one from those. So suffice to say, I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping though that it's not solid nuts and it's just nut flavoring. And actually, I can actually feel the bumps of nuts in the bottom. So there is actually solid nuts in this. I can tell that. So I'm still looking forward to it though, because chocolate hazelnut. So all right, next up we have almost squish this thing. This is very soft. Un dolce orange carrot. So I'm guessing orange and carrot. No explanation. So this one, this looks kind of like a cake bar. Oh, focus camera, there we go. So that's kind of what I'm thinking this one is, but since there's not really much English translation on there except for the words orange and carrot, let's see if there's an explanation of what exactly it is. Orange zest carrot cake. There we go. Yeah. So basically, carrot cake with a citrus zing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I like carrot cake. I like cakes in general, I should say. And there's another one, so we got two of that one. So makes it a little bit more. Oh, now this is what I'm talking about chocolate bar size. See, big chocolate bar size. So we have extra fondante con mamponi e granella di mandorle. So again, 70% cacao. So we've got a dark chocolate. From the wrapping, that looks like raspberries to me. And then looking at the chocolate, it looks like there's bits of raspberry in the chocolate, but what also looks like, unfortunately, little bits of nut. So again, not super fond of having nut in chocolate, but raspberry with chocolate, I like that idea. Do you tell me anything more? May contain traces of milk and hazelnut. Oh, so it's hazelnut too, so that's good. So yeah. Oh, chocolat extra noir avec framboise et amandes. Aha, French. Framboise is raspberry. Chocolat extra noir, that's extra dark. And amandes, I don't know amandes. I guess that might be almonds. I hope it's not almonds. No. Because it says it might contain hazelnuts on the back. Unless almonds translates to hazelnuts in French, I don't know. But anyway, I'm still looking forward to it because raspberry and chocolate. So raspberry is my favorite fruit, in case I haven't mentioned that one before. So we've still got a few left before we get to the yum bag. All right, so we have Froletti al cranberry cookies. So cookies, are good with those. Cranberry, don't mind cranberry. Not one of my more favorite fruits, but I don't mind it. So yeah, I think I'm good with that one. Alright, we have another cake bar. Is that the same brand? No, different brand. So Nereda Tiramisu. I do like tiramisu. I've had tiramisu quite often actually when I've gone to an Italian restaurant. That's often the dessert I would get is tiramisu. So yeah, this though doesn't necessarily look like what I think of when I think of tiramisu. This almost looks more like a chocolate cake with a layer of cream in the middle, wrapped in chocolate, which, if that's what it is, I am totally fine with that. So maybe it's just tiramisu flavor, which essentially is probably just means it's a little bit coffee flavored. But let's see if there's any explanation on the piece. Chocolate and tiramisu cream cake. There we go. So I believe what that basically means then is that the cream is going to be the tiramisu flavor, and then otherwise it's chocolate cake. So definitely looking forward to that one. Was that a second one of those in there or so? It was. So we have two of those. So these for sharing. My side table here is getting full, so I'm really falling off the table now. All right, and then last thing in the box is the yum bag. So let's see what's in here. Ooh. Well, it smells fantastic in here. I'm not sure what thing I'm smelling specifically, but it smells great. It still smells there, so maybe whatever's still in there is. Look at these. So first we have Choco Boom. So I have 4 of these Choco Booms. And so again, no explanation on that from Serene. Let's see. Milk chocolate with strawberry pop rocks. Interesting. So I'm not super fond of pop rocks. The idea of like that crackling in your mouth as you're eating it, and the fact that it's chocolate. So we have. I don't know if it was over here in America or it was back in England. We had. I think it was Willy Wonka's chocolate bar that had like the pop rocks to it. And I actually didn't mind it, which was kind of interesting because, like I said, I'm not fond of pop rocks. I don't dislike them, but I'm just not like super enthusiastic about them. But the chocolate, when they're in the chocolate, it was kind of interesting. So if this is going to be anything like that bar, I think I'm going to like these. So yeah, so that's that one. Just trying to keep everything looking out because no space on the other table and they'll just fall off otherwise. Alright, so I'm going to these. Those aren't the smell here, I don't think. Oh, wait, maybe they are. Alright, so then we have 4 of these, which is Serene again. So Serene is the brand, and it just says tiramisu. So again, oops, dropping on the floor. That's not going to focus well at all, but okay, it's getting a little bit of focus, yeah. So about the same size balls, they feel like. And make sure that that's all there is to them, but tiramisu cream milk chocolate balls, yep. So, yep, definitely looking forward to those ones. Alright, and last couple here. So we have 4 of these Cells Soda Browse Zitrone. So I'm guessing that is citron. So 4 of these little things. Take a check on what it says about those. Fizzy lemon candy. So depending on how fizzy, because I've had, so we have a candy in England called sherbet lemons, and they are very very sherbety, it's, yeah, it's like over here in America you have the sherbet and dip, and it's like the powder that's really, really tart. So if it's that, then I might not enjoy them as much, but otherwise I'm still, I'll be okay with those, I think. Alright, and then the last one, I have 4 of these, and unfortunately it looks like they are 3 different flavours. So I have to figure out how to handle that. Although I see at least one of those is blueberry, it looks like. So, I don't think that's going to focus close enough to see the flavours. Oh, well, maybe. There you go. So that first one, nearest to the camera, looks like raspberry. The second one looks like blueberry, and I can't quite see what those last 2 are. Looks like maybe a lime. And so this says Italian fruit jellies. You've had jelly candies before, but nothing like these Italian jellies. Made with Italian fruit juices and sugar encrusted. So yeah, those sound really good. I'll have to figure out how to split those so we all get to try the different flavors of those. And with that, that wraps it up for this month's Universal Yums unboxing. Again, the box came a little bit earlier this month, although I was a little bit delayed in getting the video together, just different things happening over the weekends. I've heard that next month is going to be a holiday box. I don't know what that means, whether it's just going to be a variety from different places, or if there's just going to be specifically holiday candy from the country that they do it from, I don't know. But looking forward to it anyway. Again, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Later.